You guys getting on board with the team and getting all the online process. Now, this is a weekly check-in that I do with all my programming clients. Reason being is because it keeps us both accountable. We both know that whether if you write it all down and we know that each week we're progressing, we're moving towards our goals. If you're not and you're not actually making any notes about what you're doing in the week, we actually get quite lost. And what can happen is you cannot get where you want to get to, and we can get frustrated in the respect of not knowing why we're not getting to where we want to get to. So I'll just quickly run through it easily. All of these are an average throughout the week, so you want to be tracking these every day as much as you possibly can. I'll explain which ones are important. You're going to be scoring them from 1 to 10, so 1 being horrific, 10 being perfect. We're looking, 10 is going to be the best week of your life, and 1 is going to be the worst week of your life, so you can sort of gauge it that way. When you're adding them into TrueCoach, just put the score as the number, because we're going to use it as a metric, so actually to get graphs and show you which weeks are good and which weeks are bad. If you want to add notes about all these, add them in the end section where it talks about weekly review. That's where you put your notes in, and I'm going to give it back to you. Okay, so your first one is weight average. That's in kilos. Take your weight every day when you wake up in the morning. Go to the bathroom, stand on the scales, make a note of that weight. And at the end of the week, we're looking at average. If you're on fat loss, you're looking at 0.5 to 1 kilo per week. If you're on weight gain, you're looking at very similar numbers. Taking a macro average, what you do is on your MyFitnessPal, is if you go actually into the nutrition section, it will give you a breakdown of your day. If you scroll across, I can send you a video as well, it will actually give you a weekly average of your calories. If you can take a screenshot and add that to B, it means each week we can see where your calories are. TrueCoach is actually going to be adding them in, adding MyFitnessPal into TrueCoach soon, so you don't actually have to do that, but for the time being, that's the way forward. Additional work, that means additional gym sessions or anything that's actually put into training. So things that like going for a run, going for a swim, all those kind of things matter when it comes down to weight loss or weight gain, because usually you're doing too much for the amount of food you're having. So what I need to do is know where you are from that. Your sleep quality, D. We're looking to get as much sleep as possible. Obviously for recovery is massively important, and also for actually to improve body composition and improve body performance. The more sleep, the better. So if you're using an Oura Ring or a Whoop like I've got, or if you know how you're feeling, put a score. Any sort of metric data is very handy. So obviously with my Whoop, if I was going to do that, I'd screenshot my weekly average and put that in there. Training review, that's your review of your training this week. It makes you accountable of what you're doing. Being accountable to your training, you know if it's been intense and it's been hard, or you've been slacking off, and if there's been a reason for you to slack off, we need to find out why. Nutrition quality, that comes down to your tracking. If you're not tracking, then you'll be full well know whether you're going to go be eating poor quality nutrition substances, or whether you're actually hitting your numbers or on point with your sort of health nutrition aspects, i.e. 6 to 8 fruit and veg a day, hitting your protein, hitting your healthy fats, and drinking enough water for your body. If you need any help with that, you need to let me know, because obviously I can send you videos of how to track it and how to use it. Digestion, that's where me and you get a bit close together. I need to know whether you're having green apple splatters or whether you're having the best, going to the number 2 in the best way possible. If you have things like diarrhea, bloating, distension, all that kind of thing, I need to know, because that's really important for nutrition and you absorbing food. So again, 1 being hideous, meaning you're basically sick, and 10 being everything's all good. I think on the actual app it's 1 to 5, but from here we can work for that. HRV, you can track that. Again, HRV and blood pressure are really important if you want to check your central nervous system. If you need help with any one of those 2, I'm more than happy to help you. You can either, again, your Whoop, your Oura Ring, or even your Apple Watch will track your HRV, so you can put a weekly average in for that. If you want to start being a bit more geeky using a heart strap, we can also do that. Systolic and diastolic blood pressure, if you're on fat loss, I'd massively recommend using your blood pressure. Blood pressure shows stress responses in the body, and whether you're actually absorbing food or whether you're absorbing carbohydrates. If you're not absorbing carbohydrate and you're eating it, it's going to be turned into adipose tissue. So that's what we need to work with. If you don't use the HRV or that, just put NA, don't worry about it, it's not a problem. It's if you want the quicker you get towards your goals, the more geeky you want to get, the more geeky I want to be as well, so just let me know. Goal alignment, that reflects your training review. That reflects that everything in this is, have you hit your week? Have you done it the best? You're not going to get massive increases each week. Most of the processes that are going to happen are going to be monthly. So don't be upset or disheartened if things like your weight haven't gone down but your training's gone really well. Your goal alignment's still in the right place because you've trained and you've improved. Progressive overload is king. Stress level, I know you guys got a lot of you got kids, a lot of you have got stressful jobs. I need to know where you are with that. If you've got come under the hammer and you're facing some terrible stuff at work, I need to know so we can pull back on some training and start giving you some lifestyle habits to help you with. The photos, we want to be taking photos from this angle, from this angle, from this angle, and from this angle, and we want to have them in good lighting. And if you're males, you want to be wearing just shorts. Females, you want to be wearing small shorts and either a sports bra or something like a small vest, because you want to actually see progression. You don't have to give these every week, but it's a lot easier if you do, because I can actually see what your hormone profiles are doing and where you're storing body fat and what we can actually do to help with that. And lastly, on your week review, if you're doing your week review, what we need to look at is that's your diary for that week. All of these are going to be numbers, mainly, apart from the photos, and this is going to be where you're going to review a week for me and let me know where you are. So if you need any help, you guys have got me on WhatsApp, and also you can message me on True Coach. And if you actually need some help with actually doing this and making this a lifestyle thing, I'm more than happy to help. Also, we can also put this as a daily thing. So if you feel like you want to use that to track your metrics, as in daily, like your weight, your HRV and your blood pressure, we can actually add that into your True Coach per day so that you're able to track it and then add it in on a weekend. If you need anything else, let me know. And if you need any help that I can help you with, I can send you a video.